We're here with the founder of ORASCOM Development, Samih Sawiris, who is also the chairman of the Gouna Film Festival, which is now in its 6th edition. And we're so happy to have you here again with us.
I'm happy to be here.
Samih, this edition was eagerly anticipated. There was no film festival last year, and it's gone through a series of challenges. I'm sure for you, this was a really gut-wrenching experience. Give us the taste of the behind the scenes and your thoughts along the way.
Well, the immediate reaction was the public opinion is not willing to listen or to hear about anything. And therefore, we were not able even to transmit the message of why this is the best time to have this festival, to give a voice to our Palestinian brothers and sisters who are suffering unnecessarily, and that Cinema for Humanity that we labeled this festival from day one is indeed now the best time to use that logo and impose it on the world that we need more humanity. It's very clear to me that humanity is fading. People are listening to numbers of dead people as if they are just numbers. And this is very sad, and we need to do something about it. And I think cinema is a very good forum for that.
Yes, and I feel that this year we feel the theme a lot more of cinema.
No, but that was a last minute addition because of the circumstances that we have much more space for related issues and related topics to humanity. And we have also much more Palestinian people showing. And it was a really good incident that we managed to get all these Palestinians to come here. And I'm super proud to see that their reaction was very positive and that they find it a very good forum for them.
Great. Was it a challenge bringing them over?
Yes, it's always a challenge.
Okay.
It's one of many challenges for them.
Yes.
We're used to it.
Well, what has been the biggest challenge with all the delays and the new dates?
Of course, delays, and then the people that were blocking in their calendars already a month ago the October dates, and then having it postponed and then announcing it so short before the actual date made a lot of people not able to come, of course.
Yeah.
So this was taken in account, and I'm actually super happy to see the number of attendees.
Yes.
In the hub this year, there are more people than the last edition.
Really?
And there is more action than in last edition, so this is very encouraging. Yeah.
Great. And tonight there's also a fundraiser for Gaza. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what the goal will be?
It's just a normal obligation under current circumstances to show some solidarity.
Yes.
And what is a better solidarity than asking people to come and show it? Yeah.
Yes, and you've already been generous in supporting the cause.
It's a duty, it's not a generosity, it's a duty.
Yes. On the other side, I know that on your bucket list from last time we spoke was that you want to direct a movie.
Yes, I decided that after I finished my piano concerto that I need a new challenge in a new sector that I have no idea about. And I gave myself 5 years to study what it's all about, making a movie. And inshallah, in 5 years, you will see my movie.
Yes, and how's it going? I know you've been attending sets and learning.
Very interesting.
Okay.
It's a whole new, different world and a tough one. I don't like the working hours, but we'll have to find a solution for that.
It's okay, it's temporary. But does that give you a different perspective now when you deal with filmmakers here and actors? I know you've always been in this world, but now that you're actually learning about the industry from inside, does it give you a different perspective when you're hosting like a festival like this?
No, not really. I find a director / producer, in my case, obviously, because no sane producer would get a director who's never done anything before and give him his money to spend. So this dual role of producer director, it reminds me very much of doing a new project. When I go to a country, pick up a location, imagine what can be done there, discuss the details, the architecture, the landscaping, the construction, the marketing. It's quite similar.
Yeah. And do you have an idea now of the story that you want to tell?
I prohibited myself from coming up with a story before I learn what it is to make a movie. I don't want to find a nice story that becomes later impossible to produce or impossible to direct, because it has too many aspects that I didn't know about, and then it would fail. So it's much better first understand what it is to make a movie, what it costs to make a movie, decide on the budget, and then look for a story that fits within the budget.
Yeah. And are you going to go big with like stars?
I don't know yet. Really, I don't know. It depends all on my graduation results from learning.
Well, you're the producer. The budget is in your hands.
Yes, but I mean, it has to be reasonable. Otherwise, it becomes silly.
Yeah, yeah. As the year is ending, and it's been such a challenging year and a dark couple of months, do you see any light at the end of the tunnel? Can you give us a positive message for 2024?
I regret to inform you that I don't think 24 will be a much better year than 23. But people have to become a bit more resilient, and it's not the end of the world to have a tough period. Just look in history what the world went through 1914 till 1918, 1939 till 1945. So what's one or two bad years should be something that will help us hopefully prepare for a better time later on, when people start becoming more humane and more caring and less greedy and less materialistic. All of this happens after crisis. So the world has a few crises these days, be it the Russia-Ukraine war, be it the Gaza war, be it the economic crisis, be it the immigration issue that we hear about every day. People are so desperate that they try to go to Europe and then they die on the way. All of these horrible scenes that we've been facing, hopefully we will come out of it, but it's not going to be a week or two. And I hope we will have a better world.
So, Kida, you're comparing this phase now to the past world wars.
Yes, in a different way it is. It is.
Wow.
Yeah. When you have 2-3 wars going on at the same time, we now forget, for example, that there's a huge, horrible war in Sudan, where also thousands are dying on a daily basis, and displacement of millions of people. That's a big, big war, and people are not even talking about it.
Yeah, that doesn't get coverage.
Yemen is still in turmoil. Libya is still in turmoil. Russia, Ukraine is still a turmoil. Gaza now is still a turmoil. So we have a lot of bad stuff happening.
Yes.
And that's why I said don't count on 24 yet.
Okay. And Egypt is in turmoil economically.
No, Egypt is economically it's a big crisis, but economic crises have never killed a country. If ever, it makes the country more resilient. So we will have our tough time, and people will suffer, but there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Because the country is big and rich and has a lot of potential. Going up again is not impossible.
So your advice to us is we have to just get through until 2025.
Exactly. Be
and
resilient.
2025 is going to be great.
Yes, inshallah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samih. It's been a pleasure. Great to see you again.
Bye.